they remain hidden against the dark background of space. Luckily, there is a way of tracking even the blackest of black holes. And this is what gives them away: light. A black hole's gravity is enormously powerful. It affects everything around it. It can even bend light. So when a black hole passes in front of a distant star, the light from that star, and the black hole gives itself away. Finding a star at the precise moment it's distorted by a black hole is a daunting task. But that didn't stop one very, very patient astronomer trying to see the invisible. Tim Axelrod has dedicated many years of his life to the pursuit of the universe's hidden objects.
For the last 8 years, we've been looking at the same patch of sky every night, monitoring the brightness of 20 million stars. The reason that we're doing this is we're looking for microlensing events. These events are extremely rare, but they occur when a massive object passes across our line of sight to a distant star.
Axelrod set about his search for what he calls gravitational microlensing, when a star's light is distorted by a massive object like a black hole. But the odds were stacked against him. At best, his chance of finding the right star was 1 in a million.
That factor just seemed impossibly large to people, so most people thought that we would fail pretty dismally.
Undaunted by the enormity of the task and the skepticism of his colleagues, Axelrod set about looking for that one telltale pinprick of light amongst 20 million stars, every night for 8 entire years. Then one night, he hit the jackpot.
Here we have a view of the Large Magellanic Cloud. The blue square shows the field of view of our telescope. So now we've zoomed in a bit. The star which we're interested in is a pretty inconspicuous fellow right in the center of the crosshair. Now we zoom in yet again. This is picking the needle out of the haystack. And what we saw when we looked at it over a period of time was this. We were naturally ecstatic. Everyone that saw it agreed immediately that this was gravitational microlensing, so we were just over the moon.
Far out in space, he had seen the impossible, a massively heavy object like a black hole sliding silently in front of a distant star. Next, Axelrod turned to our own galaxy. What he saw was disturbing. Evidence not of 1 or 2 black holes, but hundreds. But is that anything for us here on Earth to worry about? Could our own fragile planet ever encounter one of these invisible monsters? If we do ever meet a black hole, it would tear our world to shreds. But one thing is sure. Our skies seem to be full of them. And our galaxy still has one last dark secret. And it took the most powerful telescope in the world to unlock it, the Keck in Hawaii. One of the astronomers using it is Andrea Ghez.
The Keck telescope is a fabulous telescope to use. It's great because it's large. This is a case where bigger is better. You get to collect a lot of photons, so you can see very faint things, and it allows you to see very fine detail.
The telescope's vast mirror allows Andrea Ghez to study the center of our galaxy with more accuracy than ever before. And what astronomers have seen there is a black hole 1,000,000 times more powerful than normal.
Here's an example of one of the images we got just last night. We actually see that there are fainter stars towards the center of our field of view. And these stars are extremely important. It's the motion of these stars that revealed the presence of the black hole.
There is a black hole at the center of our galaxy that is so incredibly powerful it spins whole stars around itself at impossible speeds.
The fact that they're going 1,000 kilometers per second tells us there's 2 million times the mass of the sun of matter there.
This is no ordinary black hole. This black hole is a giant, 2 million times as heavy as our sun. And it's not in some far-flung region of the universe. This black hole is sitting right at the center of our galaxy. Suddenly, the idea that the Earth might one day fall victim to a black hole doesn't seem quite so unlikely. If we are ever unlucky enough to meet one, what would it be like? It begins far out in space, beyond the furthest planets. Unseen, a rogue black hole plows into the cloud of comets that surrounds our solar system and flings them towards Earth with incredible force. These impacts are the first warning of our fate. As the black hole comes closer, its next victim is Jupiter, the giant of our solar system. Even from so far away, the black hole's gravity makes itself felt here on Earth. Our world is being shaken apart. But the black hole hasn't finished yet. It's heading straight for the heart of the solar system, our sun. All life has long since ceased to exist. And our planet starts to melt. Quietly, our battered world disintegrates and is consumed. And all that is left is the black hole drifting through space. Earth eaten by a black hole. It sounds bizarre. But we know that there are millions of these monsters out there. What we don't know is...
From the drama of our planet's origins and the birth of our solar system comes one of the most startling revelations of modern science. The solar system we see today, quiet, stable, was once a battlefield. Newborn planets blasted through space, competing for stable, circularized orbits inside a grunge-style mosh pit of gas and dust. For those that find the right balance, the prize is survival. For the rest, world-shattering destruction. A new look at the chaos of creation and a frightening possibility in our distant future.